Hey everyone, hello, hello. So today we're exploring a profound and ancient idea. We're talking about the Hermetic marriage. This concept is rooted in Hermetic philosophy and spiritual alchemy and has been explored by thinkers like Manly P. Hall, who's one of my favorites, and modern esoteric writer Marlene Seven Bremner. It's not about marriage in the literal sense. It's about something far more intimate, the union of forces within ourselves. In Hermeticism, the universe is built on pairs of opposites, light and dark, above and below, active and receptive, and masculine and feminine. And the Hermetic marriage is the mystical blending of these opposites, the moment when duality dissolves into balance. Alchemists encoded this union in images of kings and queens, suns and moons, and fire and water. But these weren't literal chemicals, they were symbols of the inner human experience. The Hermetic marriage represents a few things: the integration of the masculine and the feminine principles, the harmonizing of thought and emotion, the fusion of will and imagination, and the awakening of the higher level of consciousness. This is where the true alchemy happens, not in a laboratory, but in the soul. Manly P. Hall, one of the greatest esoteric scholars of the 20th century, wrote extensively about the inner union in his book titled The Hermetic Marriage. For Hall, this mystical marriage is about integrating the personality, refining the self through discipline and insight, balancing reason and intuition, and transforming inner conflict into inner harmony. Hall saw the masculine and feminine not as gender traits, but as energies. The masculine representing action, structure, and intellect, and the feminine representing intuition, receptivity, and spiritual insight. When these two principles merge, Hall says the individual becomes whole. And this wholeness is the key to spiritual progress, the alchemical gold hidden within the human psyche. And then if we fast forward to the present, and we find artist and author Marlene Seven Bremner talking about this ancient concept in new territory in her book, which is called The Hermetic Marriage of Art and Alchemy. For Bremner, the Hermetic marriage is not about just a spiritual process, it's a creative process. She connects alchemical symbols, art history, mythology, and creative practice to show how artists and writers undergo their own hermetic marriage each time they create. In her view, creativity itself is a kind of alchemy, a merging of inspiration and technique, chaos and order, imagination and manifestation. Bremner suggests that when we create, we become alchemists. We refine raw materials, ideas, emotions, symbols, and transform them into something radiant and meaningful. The artist's journey is the alchemical journey. So, what does this look like in everyday life? The Hermetic marriage happens when your analytical mind works with your intuition, your willpower aligns with your imagination, and your logic balances emotional depth. Plus, your inner masculine supports and protects your inner feminine, and your inner feminine inspires and nourishes your inner masculine. It's the moment when you're no longer at war with yourself, when your inner world stops pulling you in opposite directions, when your different aspects cooperate rather than compete. This inner unity opens the door to creativity, wisdom, wholeness, and spiritual enlightenment. In alchemical symbolism, this final union gives birth to the philosopher's stone, a metaphor for awakened, integrated human being. In a world full of noise, division, and internal fragmentation, the Hermetic marriage offers a timeless reminder. Healing starts from within. Alchemy begins in the heart. And enlightenment is not found by escaping life, but by integrating every part of ourselves. Manly P. Hall gives us the philosophical blueprint, and Marlene Seven Bremner showed us how to apply it creatively. But the real work, the real alchemy, always happens within you. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the Hermetic marriage. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit the like button, follow the channel, and share it with others who are exploring the mysteries of the inner world. Until next time, keep seeking, keep transforming, and remember, the greatest alchemy is the alchemy of the soul. All right, everyone, take care. Peace.